No meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit sex. If one follows these principles, it is very easy to advance in spiritual life. The whole world is going on the path of immortality and destruction, whereas the Vedic civilization teaches the highest principles of civilized human behavior. One should simplify one's life and not go on increasing necessities. The principles of religion do not stand on some dogmas or man-made formulas, but they stand on four primary regulative observances, namely austerity, cleanliness, mercy, and truthfulness. The mass of people must be taught to practice these principles from childhood. Austerity means to accept voluntarily things which may not be very comfortable for the body, but are conducive for spiritual realization. For example, fasting for spiritual realization. Cleanliness is necessary both for the mind and for the body. Simply, bodily cleanliness may help to some extent, but cleanliness of the mind is necessary, and it is affected by glorifying the Supreme Lord. No one can cleanse the accumulated mental dust without glorifying the Supreme Lord. The principles of religion, namely austerity, cleanliness, mercy, and truthfulness, may be followed by the follower of any faith. The principles of religion are not the dogmas or regulative principles of a certain faith. One has to see whether the aims of religion have been achieved. Sticking to the dogmas and formulas without attaining the real principles is not good. It is the duty of all leaders to see that the principles of religion, namely austerity, cleanliness, mercy, and truthfulness, are established in the state.
Krishna is teaching us these regulative principles of freedom. Like we know, no meat eating, no gambling, no intoxication, like smoking, drinking and all that, and no illicit sex, which means no sex before marriage or no sex outside marriage. Sex is allowed only within marriage. So these four principles are given in Srimad Bhagavatam. Dyutampanam striyasuna yatra adharmas chaturveda. These are all pillars of four pillars of religion. Dyutam panam striyasuna. Dyuta krida means gambling. Panam means intoxication. Striya is illicit sex. Suna is killing animals. One should avoid these things. And if we do these things, then we are following the regulative principles. And that will lead us to happiness, freedom, he is saying. So one has to restrain oneself from allowing the mind and senses to flow in these directions. One has to withdraw the mind and senses. It may be a little difficult in the beginning, but it is not impossible. Regulate your freedom. Like we are not telling you, don't eat. Close your mouth. For your whole lifetime you fast and die. We are not saying, don't eat meat, but eat Mahaprasad. Very nice. We are not saying, don't drink liquor, that's all. No. Don't drink liquor, drink milk. And that is offered to Krishna. Is it not? So there is a substitute for all the bad things. We are not saying, forget about woman, don't marry. No. Marry a woman, accept her as your wife, and consider all other women to be your mother. That is the standard. You see? So in this way, we are giving a higher principle and asking you to give up the lower principles. That's why Krishna is telling regulative principles of freedom.